Oh, hey, welcome to Ben the Coin Geek, eh? Today we're going to take a look at some coins that are from north of the border, eh? And see what you think of them. Thanks for that intro, guys. Welcome to Ben the Coin Geek. Here we got some pennies, but not just any pennies. That's a Canadian penny, but it's about to get a little bit more interesting here as we look at some of the different types of pennies that you can get from Canada, especially from Canadian bank tokens. I find this to be a fascinating area of collecting. Here's a 1 cent piece, 1913. This is a federal issue, if you will, from Newfoundland. So this would have actually been issued by the Crown, but for the region of Newfoundland. So this is just almost like having a national banknote where it's issued by the federal government, but in the name of your local bank. So lots of local and regional areas out there producing coin and usable copper or silver, but this is just going to be big copper pieces from Canada. 1843 on this piece with Victoria de Gratia Regina on there. This one is from New Brunswick. Not just for bowling balls anymore. Penny token with a nice ship on it. Very good stuff. So you'll see that long before they became our 51st state, we had really a lot in common when it comes to the tokens and stuff that were being produced. Some of this stuff, if you're from a certain area, this Prince Edward Island, 1857, I mean, you can just imagine what it was like to travel through a region, just like it would have been like in America, and have tokens circulating alongside of your coins. Self-government and free trade. That's apropos. 1857, Prince Edward Island. You know, I have actually never had the privilege of traveling throughout Canada, and actually it is, although not the Emerald Isle, I do think that it's on my list of places that I'd love to see, just like I'd like to travel across most of America. Here we go, 1871. Here is another Prince Edward Island. 1 cent piece. I'm just always kind of curious as to the different regions that are out there and what they look like, and you know, you learn the history of the land. Oftentimes it's based on, you know, people, but also it's based on the overall climate. Here's another Victoria piece, Canada. This one I think is a standard piece, 1859. So this is not one of the provincial issues. Here we go with a very large bank token, 1837, 1 penny. This is going to be 2 sous, 2 sous. So this one's a little bit corroded on this side. But like a lot of hard times tokens, this is actually issued during the same time as our hard times tokens, 1837. You'll see a common side to a coin. Same thing you'll see with Civil War tokens. And then you'll have another side that's a little bit different, right? So bank token, and it's got the beaver on it, Citibank. So you can see, for example, we've got 2 sous. We got 2 sous, so that's 4 sous. But then you've got different sides here. As we already looked at this one, let's go ahead and look at this Quebec bank token. More ships in the harbor, a nice shield, and a beehive. Very collectible imagery, a popular imagery of coins and paper money back, especially in the 1800s. Bees represented prosperity. They also represented that you had bees. Here's a pretty cool, oversized looking Victoria 1 penny token, 1840, province of Nova Scotia. Oh, dang. It's so hard for me not to sing Farewell to Nova Scotia. That's, I mean, really, it's a banger. But I will not for you this time. Very cool, large 1 penny token. So most of this type of stuff is super affordable. I mean, you can go on eBay and pick stuff up like this. Lots of times it'll be 10 or 20 bucks. Obviously, the more you get into it, the more you get into it. In other words, you start finding all the nuance and all the different things, and then all of a sudden you go down a rabbit hole and you end up in Canada. So another cool 1 penny token, cornucopii, swords and hangers, yes. Anchors away, my boy. Crowns, kings and queens and guillotines, 1854, Bank of Upper Canada. Very cool stuff. Let me know if you collect specifically Canadian tokens. Drop some knowledge in the comment box below. You can slay like George did the dragon here. Let us know exactly what it's like to collect these types of tokens. It's just another fun area to collect, another regional area to collect, and another piece of history to collect. All right, guys, thanks so much for being here today. I'm Ben the Coin Geek. You can subscribe by clicking on the owl button in the corner and watch more videos on the right side of the screen. Thanks.